In Lakesh, the Wizards of Time, my name is Swami Satyanand. I am reader of Dreamspell, The Law of Time, a new age knowledge based on the Mayan calendar system. And in this video, I am making all over the place a short announcement forecast for the season 17 of RuPaul's Drag Race. So we're gonna cover several topics that are going to give us the most exciting way to perceive this season, and to make sense, make better sense out of what is actually happening there on the main stage and in the workroom and everyone else. So we're going to cover the global cycles. So what has been happening in the world for all of us at the time of shooting, which is May, June. Then we're gonna look at rules cycles and give comments on what is the significance of this season for his own growth, his own development, and in what perspective we can also look at it. Then I'm gonna give a short review on the set of queens, what kind of overall impression they give us, what kind of skills that they have, what kind of life cycles they're on, what's the main trend that is kind of visible on that, and then we'll take a small conclusion about what should we expect from it. This is the first video out of a sequence of videos about the queen. So after this one, I'm going to take my time looking at each of the queens, look at each of her qualities, comparing it to the other queens from different seasons and looking her own cycles, what would be the development, what kind of events, transformative situation we can expect from them. And then we'll see how it unfolds. So I'm recording it, all of that, before the season begins. So I have no clue, no spoilers, no information taken about how it's going to unfold. So and then as the season go, I will also record my reactions, what is going on as I expected, what is the things that I could not predict. So nothing is set in stone. But the main thing that Dreamspell gives you, is a certain point of view that allows you to look a little bit deeper into what Drag Race is. So, having said all that, let's start with the global cycles, because the moment when this season was being recorded, when this season took place, is actually a very significant moment for the development of every single person. You can look back at the end of spring of 2024, and kind of reflect what it was for you. So what is the meaning of that? This is the moment for our generation, to get into this certain new level of maturity. That was the point when the generation changes. If you belong to the older generation, if you're a millennial like I am, I certainly felt older. I certainly felt like there is a next generation that has composed, that has already grown up, that has a position, a certain lifestyle, it has grown up. So I'm already on the second generation, looking at them. Where are they going? Where they are developing? And, I have my things I remember when there was no internet, la 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 la. So it's, I'm getting grumpy, I'm getting older, my body's changing, but that's not something I'm gonna apologize for. Let's get into it. So, that very point when the season was shot, this is the very moment when the eyes are getting open, when we get into the new level of consciousness. We're developing this new power, this new skill of observing yourself, looking at yourself from outside and realizing what you are doing with your time, with your attention, because where you direct your attention, that's where you direct your energy. This is where you direct your time. This is what happens to you. So what I would expect from this season, having said all that it would go quicker. Maybe we will see some of the girls just not making it in time, not being able to concentrate enough, in order to keep up with the tempo of what's happening. And on the other side, those who would be able to concentrate and get into the moment, they would instantly succeed and get even more efficient, even more successful. So it is going to be probably amazing and miraculous how some of them would be able to squish so much happening in such a short period of time. This is one aspect. This is the aspect of getting things done. But also, this is a moment of reflecting at yourself. This is a moment of owning to your past, of owning to your to the mistakes that you have done. So this is also a point, the season of forgiveness, I would say, when the participants, the queens, they will have the chance just to own to their past, own to their experience, and say, this is who I am, this is what I'm doing. And some of the queens, they have really strong challenge towards that. Towards the end of the season, that would be really kind of cathartic for Ru, and also a bonding experience. I think that we're going to witness like a new generation of the queens being born, because what they were doing during the season, it will actually be able to make an impact, significant impact on the society. So this is some important work is probably going to happen there for the viewers to be able to look at that and realize, oh my God, I am actually not as developed or civilized or conscious as I thought I was. So that would be kind of a wake-up call, like this flash for the viewers and for this participant. So just like it's an eye-opening experience that we should look after, because there will be a glimpse of that. So before we go to rule cycles, I should announce, if you are interested in what I'm saying, in the way I'm describing things, you can go to my website. It has a calculator. You can put in your date of birth and read about yourself, learn your archetype, your type, learn about your friends. This is the most fun thing, and you can also contact me for further information. So coming to rule cycles, it is also a very interesting moment, starting from the late 2020, from like after the COVID times, in between the COVID waves, and until this season, Ru has been on a certain journey for searching for his path. He has, by reaching the season 12, 13, he has reached, or they have reached already a certain perfection in the shape. The production has gone well, but what would be the substantial value? What would be the tribe that Ru has been looking for? And this is the moment when they realize what their tribe is, what their path is for a long time, for the next 16 years, until the season's 30s, if it will go on that far. And when the season was being shot, all these events has already happened for Ru. So Ru really has gone through the journey of attunement, and I will be talking about this attunement a lot. This is like this search for his own vibe, search for his own frequency, search for his own vibration, what inspires him, what thrills them. So that is the place where we meet Mama Ru. And when this season is being shot, after this journey, this experience of this journey, this experience for this search, it demands for Ru to establish some new, totally new standards for himself, for themselves, and for the queens as well. So I expect from the judging on this season, I will expect less tolerance to unprofessionalism. This is for sure. Mamoru has had it, and she will let it know to everybody. So heads are gonna roll cruelly. I expect that. And then for afterwards, there will be some new kind of quality of wisdom that Mother Ru is serving to us. The way that the TikTok dinner is going to happen. This is the thing that I'm really looking forward, because it was always, a very deep connecting experience with the queens that made it all the way through, and it's always a revelation. It's always a certain cathartic experience, and Mamoru is good with taking people into the place of catharsis. Okay, so this is what will be happening out there. Some words, they're going to resonate probably with the big masses, so I expect a lot of commotion after what is being told by Mother Ru. Not even what is being told, probably nothing new is going to be told, but how, what words, how much they're going to resonate with the people. This is something to look out for. Yeah. So first of all, cut out the bullshit and then bring in the wisdom. That's what is going to be happening. And by that, we will be able to judge what is the next generation of queens is going to be, what is the next level of professionalism that is going to be brought. And it will be brought because Mamoru is heading towards a big breakthrough. After 65, after 66, I mean, it's going to be in the late 2020s. After 2026, 2027, 2028, this is going to be the big breakthrough of the universe of Drag Race that we haven't seen, and Mama is only planning all of that by the size of the stage that has been shown to us in the finale of the season 16. I know that it's going to be like a stadium level. This is going to be completely and utterly impressive. So, having said all that, before we will go to the set of our queens, what do we have over here? What is the main trends that I'm seeing about what is there? First and foremost, there are two kinds of totems. There are two kinds of, characters that are predominantly on this season. We have like 3 examples of each, which is a lot. It's just out of 13 characters, we have 3 of one kind, 3 of the other kind. So the percentage is really low to get a lot of them in the same space. First of all is lizards. So lizards, they're very much in the moment. They are high leadership skills. They're very much, if you stay ready, you ain't got to get ready. So this is the kind of queens that we're going for. I'm not gonna reveal which one is that. That's gonna be in the future videos. And also, these kind of lizards, they are either able to, jump into the situation, make it work like Bianca. She is always ready. She's always like ready to work it. Or these lizards, they risk to get themselves in a really clumsy situation, make a fool out of themselves. So it's like a minefield for them. You can go and make it really good and great if you come prepared and if you're ready, if you jump into the situation, or if you just miss the beat, think about what you're gonna say for an extra half a second, you just like make a complete fool out of yourself. So this is about the connection with time, this is about all of the connection with the moment, and that's gonna be interesting to see because many of the queens, they might, start strong, then embarrass themselves, then get into the redemption, or in a different order. So the other kind of queens, that is a lot of them, there's also 3 of them, is the turtles. So the turtle, I also call them the Devi, the devs, the gods that come into this world, and their task is to leave traces in people's lives, in people's history. We have such archetypes of the drag race universe, like Tammy Brown, like Silky Nutmeg Ganache, like Akira C. Davenport. This is like the archetypes of this universe. Some who may be liked or disliked. This is not about totally loved by everybody, but those who make a certain impact on the field, and it's just too many of them, at the same spot. And devs, they're really also strongly connected with the lizards, because this is all about being in the flow, being in the present moment, let the life unfold for them. So if we go to the cycles, the stuff that I am remembering, that kind of hit my attention, that would be the last thing that I would note, is that a lot of them, they're also in the time of the attunement. They're also kind of a search for their own inspiration, for their frequency, for their tribe. The same stage that Mother Ru has been going through for the past 4 years. Well, Ru has been going on the bigger scale. They have it on different scales. Some are bigger, some are smaller, but they're as magnetically, they are brought to these spots. And when we deal with the attunement, it is about friction. It is about the conflict. It is about make it search for something that you own, that is yours. And when you find something that is yours, first you have to push away something that is not yours. So there is all about I am this and I go for that, and people unite on this base, and people start quarreling and fighting on this base, which also, it doesn't necessarily have to be violent. Although I guess I'm pretty sure that the season is going to be shady, really shady, probably the shadiest season since a long time. But they are on the same search for the attunement, and it's always connected with the element of chaos. Everything just blows apart in order to gather in a new shape or form, and they are all in this perpetual motion. This is what is going to be happening with many of them. So it feels like it's going to be a lot of a disaster, a lot of serious conflict situation, but it would also be very meaningful. There would be an example for the soul surge of the humanity that we're going through at this very moment altogether. So I'm actually really hopeful about this whole situation and about all the drama that is going to be happening. Oh, one more thing I wanted to reveal, that this season has a huge concentration of warriors also. And warriors, they are all about arguing. They're all about the doubt. They're all about not believing whatever they're facing. They're about not confiding, going against the grid, going against what is being told, not believing things right away. So it is going to be a lot of getting into the conflict that would also add to the drama. This is why I call this season is that explosive, which is a lot of Devis, a lot of those who are going to leave the marks. It's a lot of lizards who are gifted and talented and can turn the situation around, make themselves right, not show the humility, or to show the humility and put the other people in place, which creates a great conditions for the drama, and plenty of warriors who are just pure fire energy, which makes it explosive. So I'm really excited about this season. I know it's hard to understand what I'm talking about before the season has aired, because I don't even know what exactly I'm talking about, to be honest with you. But you are now warned about what you should be expecting and how you should be looking at this whole situation as a whole season, and that would make it more delicious to watch. So I'm gonna come back with more personal information about all the other queens, and I hope you were interested in listening to this podcast and watching to this video. And if you will be interested in learning something about yourself, about your life situation, about your personal growth or relationships, you can contact me through my website and we will take it from there. So thanks for your attention. Have a good evening and see you later. Goodbye.